My name is Gabriel Sacconi. I'm the owner of Impressive Auto Body here in Oceanside on Lawson Boulevard. I started when I was 5 years old. My father came home with a little go-kart, and we were already in competition with the other kids that had go-karts. We used to go into TSS parking lot when it was the stores weren't open on Sunday mornings, and I would race over there, and that's how the passion got started. My dad used to race cars since he's 17 and always had nice cars, and that's why I have a love and desire for cars. My father still races me. We'd go on the track, he'll race me with, when we had Mustangs we raced each other, Corvettes we raced each other. We're always in competition, no matter what. That's why I love my father. He's competitive. I mean, the SL65 Black Series was a very comfortable car, fast car. I had a lot of cars. I think my Lamborghinis are my favorite cars, to be honest. But the older cars, I had a GTO. I had some nice cars when I was growing up. I had the IROC Z when it was out with the 5.7 motor in '87. Then I had a Saline white convertible. Then I had a 25th anniversary. I had so many cars. My passion was for Corvettes, though, in the beginning. I loved Corvettes, and that's why I owned so many of those. I have a Z07 built by Vengeance Racing, and the car is well over 1,000 horsepower at the wheels, and I love driving that vehicle. But there's nothing like an all-wheel drive car. Nothing like a Lambo or a GTR. But the Lambos are definitely faster car than the GTR because I drove both of them. I just think it's a lighter car and it's a more nimble car. So if you put horsepower to horsepower, even 1800 to 1800, the Lambo will win. So that's why I have a desire for the Lamborghini. Well, the V10 is, it roars a lot and it revs a lot higher. You could send it up there with that vehicle. I mean, the V12 in the Aventador is probably a smoother riding car, but it's not as nimble as the Gallardo or the Superleggera. All my cars are built by Underground Racing. The only person I would go to build my cars, my Lamborghinis. The guy is knowledgeable. Any question you ask him, he knows everything about the car, the ins, the outs. He is the champion of Lamborghinis. There is nobody better. I could vouch for that. My Aventador drives beautiful. My Superleggera drives beautiful, and I have another car underway right now that should be driving beautiful. It will be here soon. Yeah. Just in case some of those guys want to run, at least I have one for everyone. Yes, we race at Poconos. We'd rather not race on the street because of the situation with Nassau County and Suffolk. They don't give us any racetracks over here, so it's very hard for these kids that grow up around here without a racetrack. So we kind of take it amongst ourselves to actually rent out the track so people could come to the event and we could have a good get-together with all the people, and we try to give some of the money to some donations. That's how we try to work it out when we rent a track. In the beginning, Joe, look, our Mustangs had 200. We thought it was fast, 225. And you think it's fast, and now you're up in the 2400 range, horsepower. It's your body gets used to it. It's just like anything. If we start to run, we're going to get tired in 5 minutes. Then if you do it for a long period of time, you could run 2-3 miles. It's the same thing with speed. If you're a junkie for speed, that's what you want. You want more and more and more, and it's never ending. It's who's got the big wallet. That's what it comes down to. Listen, both of my cars will scare me a little bit, but I don't have fear for cars. Like I took a ride with Kevin from Underground in my first car, and he's like, just start off slow, and there I was clicking it all the way up, and he was like, you're crazy. I never met someone who knows how to drive and got, can get in the car and just go at 1800 horsepower, but I have that in me. I don't fear speed. That's the thing that scares me the most, and my wife.
It scares you that you don't have fear of speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no fear at all. I have fear of flying in a plane, or no fear at all to do 230, 40 miles an hour. No fear at all. Totally different car. It's a different animal. The Lamborghini does it very easy. The Corvette is struggling to push it to its potential. The Lamborghini, it's very effortlessly. It will get to that speed in an instant. People don't understand until I take them for a ride. Every person I took in my car for a ride, every one of my friends screamed and asked me to stop. Not one said, keep going. When you're up over 200 something miles an hour in a couple of seconds,
Yeah, it's quick.
it's fast.
Yeah.
People don't understand. They get in a Ferrari and think, oh, this is fast, 600 horsepower. Meanwhile, you only really have 450 or something at the crank. When we talk about horsepower, underground racing, you're talking about wheel horsepower. We're not talking about crank horsepower. That's what Kevin gives you. When he tells you you're getting 2,400, you're getting 24 at the wheels.
You know that.
Yes.
Wow.
He does not talk crank horsepower ever. Professional group of guys down there, him and his brother Casey. Gentlemen, I would recommend anyone to go to them with a Lamborghini. Anyone. And they will be happy, even with a stage 1 with 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
They run on Toros, the R888s. Yes. You have people that talked about underground racing, and now you see them going to underground racing. It's the funniest thing in the world. You know, like they say, you can't beat them, you have to join them. Well, people are learning that. And when you go down to North Carolina, he has about 110 cars in his facility, and he's got 3 facilities. So the guy is very, very knowledgeable on it. I turn my key on, and that's it. You don't have to worry. I don't have to retune it because it's up in Poconos. You know what? They could get me another 100 horsepower, I'm sure, if Kevin is there. But there's no one really that ever beat me, so I don't really have to turn my car up, to be honest. That's, and that's not being cocky, but I did beat a couple of good guys, and that car hasn't been beaten yet. So I'm sure they're coming for me, but we'll take it as it comes. You know what I mean? I love racing, so if they want to race, we race. We go to the Poconos. Can't race those cars on the street. It's too fast.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 underground cars. Never blew anything in my car. Nothing. That's amazing. You're talking about cars over 2,000 horsepower that never had a problem with them. There's guys that build a little Chevy motor and have 50 million. Oh, this is wrong. The rod is bad. These Porsches always blowing up. These underground cars do not blow up. I mean, a couple of my friends own them, and none of them have blown up. So they've proven that they can build a car that will hold up with that power. Not many people have. You know what I mean? The GTRs, listen, I own the Fast GTR. I love the car, but it's not going to give you that push in the seat like this Lamborghini. You got a V10 or a V12. What most people with GTRs don't understand is you're trying to get that out of a V6. It's not going to last. That's it. You're going to have to rip apart the motor after a couple of runs and put everything new. Lamborghini, you don't have to do that. It's a different breed. It's definitely, it's a better made car. And in my opinion, I'd rather have a Lamborghini because of the bigger displacement in the motor. You want power, that's where you have to go. That's a fascinating car. I mean, but you have 2 motors in that Bugatti. They're put together. I mean, but the money that's involved is $2.5 million. I mean, the new one's $2.5 million. Underground racing, you buy a Huracan and you put just a stage 2 will punish that car. 1,800 horsepower. I mean, they're in the 7s in the quarter mile. The Bugatti's in the low 10s. You're talking 2.5 seconds faster. That's like 27 car lanes in the quarter mile, 30 car lanes. That's pretty impressive. And for a fraction of the money. And I like the Bugatti, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a beautiful car. I mean, but I'd rather have the speed. So I wouldn't go with the Bugatti. Unless I sent it to underground.
I let my presence speak without a word uttered. My swag can leave an empty room. Try to change the topic. If you really wanna stop it, I'm on some new shit. And if you ain't heard,